Alright. It seems the plot thickens. There's a lot of layers of deception going on. You aren't feeling tired, are you? You did seem the crime scene too, after all. Yes, it was definitely was shocking. And I'm quite sure the scream I heard when the body was found was yours, Miyumi. Yes, it's inexcusable. Inexcusable? Ah, Gomen, I meant inexcusable. I thought I learned that one ages ago. I still have a lot of studying to do. I think you're plenty good myself. Thank you. So then, about the sponge cake. Yes, Natsukage was in an extremely bad mood. I asked why, and he said he fought with the victim. But I thought it'd be rude to leave it at that, so I ordered him a sponge cake as an apology. And you took it from a worker en route? Yes, I also thought it would be rude to just send a cake without Natsukage giving a personal apology. But Natsukage said he didn't want to see him for a while, so I thought, if at least I could do it. That explains your reasons for taking the cake to his room. And now we can derive a new possibility. And the more we learn, the less certain it all becomes. Well, we'll need to make a note of the worker's statements. If only since something does nag at me there. What is it? They say that Yola left the kitchen after the commotion in the hall occurred. So what he saw while going to the bathroom was... Yes, it's a strange statement he's making. Anyway, have a chat with Miyumi. We might be able to grab onto something from there. Right. I heard that Natsukage had done something extremely rude to the victim. So I ordered a sponge cake for an apology. And while a worker was instructed to take it to him, you took it on the way to deliver it yourself. Yes, I took it in the hallway, then brought it to the room. What about after you brought it? I went back to my room. I wanted to talk to him too, but I couldn't. You couldn't talk to him? Did you notice anything odd about the cake or the worker at the time? No, nothing especially. You wouldn't know it's poisoned by sight, of course. So we can't know whether it was poisoned by then. Yes, I didn't notice anything not right at that point. Nor with the worker? No, it wasn't Yo either. They were, average-ish. So, nothing unusual. Yes, nothing odd there. At that point, yes, there was a little problem after. What was that? I couldn't meet Mr. Kawano. You didn't meet him? When I brought the cake to the room, there wasn't a single person in it. The door was left wide open. I wonder if it was an emergency. There's something here I'd like to know more about. So Mr. Kawano was not in his room. Yes, it was unlocked, with no one inside. She didn't meet Kawano, and Kawano was taking notes of who he met. Indeed. So try presenting topics in that vein, and ask for more if necessary. I don't think that's it. I don't know. Trying to think. Took ask for more. Couldn't talk to him, yeah. It's weird, but nothing especially. You didn't notice. Well, actually, I wanted to look. I wanted to ask for more on that. Go back. Okay, and ask for more here. Not the worker. Wasn't Yo either. Average-ish. Nothing odd there, but wasn't it Yo? Rather, Yo said he'd not deliver. Hmm. No? Maybe that's not it. Because I was thinking, she got it from a worker, right? Not from Yo. Then why did she mention Yo? I guess that's not it. Get on the way to deliver yourself. Brought it to the room. Couldn't meet Mr. Kawano. Wasn't a single person in it. The victim's room was supposed to be in disarray, right? Left wide open. But what about the room? Wasn't it in disarray? No? Okay, I don't think that's it. I don't know. I don't know what to present here. What was Nasane's hint? Jinime Kawano was taking notes of who he met. Indeed. Was anyone else in that vein? Well, we know that she didn't meet him, right? Or... Or maybe I'm assuming that too early? Oh, wait about the room. Yes? You not meeting Mr. Kawano is something we know from this memo as well. Because he said he writes notes about everyone he meets, yeah. Did you wait around the room or anything? No, I mean, the room was a mess. I didn't even know where I should. Okay, well. You didn't mention that, Miyumi. It kind of confused me there, but now you do. Okay. I put the cake on desk, then went right back to my room. Chronologically, it's likely this was after his outburst. If it's true, he wasn't there. His outburst. Why was Mr. Kawano not in his room? Maybe he was in the hall? Yes, after his outburst. Obviously, it was after his fight with with Natsukage. Mr. Kawano must have been getting escorted by a guard around then. That's why Miyumi and Kawano never met. I see. That does seem right. Satisfied with the explanation? Yes, as far as Miyumi goes. However, there is a strange thing here. Yes. When Miyumi arrived, the door was left open. She put the cake and left. When Miyumi arrived, the door was left open. She put the cake and left. Put the cake in and left. Maybe? I don't know. Actually, what am I trying to say here? She put the cake in left, so that's weird, right? Why is it weird? Maybe... Well, did she touch the door? Are we trying to prove that she wasn't in the room at all? But, like, we know that, right? Maybe the fact that the door was open in the first place, maybe that's weird, and that maybe, like, sheds new light on this clue that Natsukage's fingerprints was on the outside, not only. Maybe? I don't know. Let's try. Which means the prints on the doorknob were white after Miyumi left. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting conclusion. Yes, that's what it means. When Mr. Kawano got back, he shut the door. Then the culprit came to check and wiped the prints. There is that possibility. I've been wondering about that. What do you mean? Say the cake was poisoned in the kitchen. If the culprit knew that poison would kill him, would they really go check if he was dead or not? Yeah, there would be no reason to go back into the room. Intentionally leaving suspicious evidence like white prints. I can't really understand it myself. I see. Why would that be? Well now, I think we're starting to see why. I think it's just you then, Nase. Really? But you do seem to notice something out of place, Misane-chan. You know there's something you're not satisfied with. Indeed, but I can't be sure what it is. Well, that's good enough. And if you have the info, so get it sorted out. Alright. Can I return to the scene again? Go ahead. Thank you. Alright. Alright, let's go back. Well, let's first review the case. The victim is Mr. Kawano, a magazine editor. He asked Nasukage to an interview, but it turned into a fight. Then Mr. Kawano threw a fit in the grand hall and was escorted away. Around the same time, Miyumi took a sponge cake to his room as an apology. After the fight, having just flown out of the room, he left his door wide open. Then the door closed, and someone wiped away the fingerprints. Why would it be necessary to do that? What if the purpose wasn't wiping away the fingerprints? Wiping the door knob without the intent of wiping off the prints. Let's get to the root of the matter. What if the sponge cake wasn't poisoned? If it wasn't poisoned, it's a big cruise ship. These days, I can't imagine they wouldn't have a poison detector installed. So it'd be next to impossible to poison it in the kitchen. So where is the poison? Was there poison on the victim's hand? Yes, since he did seem to eat cake with his hands. And there was poison on the cake? Obviously. Where exactly was it on each? On the hand, it went from the palm to his fingers. On the cake, there were some quantities in places. Well, if the cake had been poisoned, I would expect a little more there, wouldn't you? It looks like more poison was on his palm to me. Could it be? I think it could. Maybe he didn't eat a poisoned cake. Maybe he ate a cake with poisoned hands. Yes, you seem to have made the connection. Poison was put on the doorknob. Then the killer wiped it off after the victim's death. Y'all left the kitchen after the tantrum the victim threw, but he claimed that he left before that. So he did. Why did he need to lie? It seems we'll have to ask. Nanase, there's something I want you to check. For you, Misane-chan, I'll do literally anything! Even as an adult, he will do literally anything for anyone. Oh, specifically for Misane, I guess. Yes, I see. Hold on a sec. I think this is it. I give it a scan and I think you've hit the nail on the head. Bingo. Let's settle it with this. Alright. Looks to me like you've got it all together. Yes. Yo, you said that you left the kitchen while Kawano and Natsukage was fighting. Yeah? Yet according to what the other worker said, you left the kitchen to go to the bathroom after the commotion in the hall. What? Could we receive an explanation? Well... Oh yeah, my head, my eyes are spinning, my memory's all messed up. So Understood. Please relax. Could we talk with you again? Huh? Is that alright? Oh, sure. Did you really not meet Mr. Kawano? I did. Why did you speak as if you hadn't? Because you'd be suspicious, right? I said it to Miyumi, but I'll say it again. All I'm after is the truth. Please tell us the details so we can find it. Okay. Just a step away. I'm sure you can handle this, Misane-chan. Be sure to check all your info. Indeed. Alright. What was poisoned? It was the doorknob that was poisoned. Apron. And the washing machine. Besides, there's a small amount of poison on it. Good luck. Firstly, did you leave the kitchen only once? No, several times. for bathroom breaks. So I didn't leave the kitchen to meet him or anything. Did you leave the kitchen for anything other than to go to the bathroom? Nah, nothing but that. I see. Then please state that. Sure. No times. Don't leave for any other reasons. For real. Any other reasons. Then how did you meet Mr. Koano? It was after the incident in the hall. On the way to the bathroom, he called to stop me. So that's where we talked. Are such detours on the job allowed? Well, it was about an order, and it was work, so I listened to him. Add that to your prior statement, please. Okay. No way to bathroom company, it's just about an order. That's where we talked. What did you talk about? He told me his order for dinner, personally. Well, all I did was hear his order. It's not like I said much myself. There wasn't much else of note. Did you talk about anything else? No, we didn't. Nothing at all. Really, dude? Just the order. And please append that. Okay? All I got was here's order. I did not say much myself. He didn't discuss anything else, like Natsukage. And well, he did complain about some random things. The reflection was so blinding, and his complaining went on a little long. It kind of exhausted me. But I didn't talk back to him or anything. What do you mean the reflection? It was a huge ring he was wearing. The light reflecting off it was really blinding. A ring, I see. Can you add that to your statement? Okay. Well, that was so blinding, kind of exhausting. Causing a guest trouble would be out of the question, dude. So like, I didn't do anything weird. Seems to be keeping it as short as he can. Maybe it would be good to probe deeper. That's some more from the last. Understood. That's what I did. So any contradictions? Didn't leave for any other reason. Did you not leave for any other reason? Left a few times. All after the commotion in the hall occurred. Another kitchen all after the commotion in the hall occurred. That's not time. There's this ring as well. I was a bit suspicious on that ring. Why is he wearing the ring? Maybe I'll do that. Light reflecting off his ring. Okay, no. Because I'm wondering, did he throw the ring? But then, I guess, I don't know, what's the timeline? The timeline's supposed to be, he's supposed to be, Natsukage's supposed to argue with the editor, and then Yo meets him? After? I'm not sure, actually. Nope. I was thinking, maybe he meet him before that? Nah, that's not it. Only in the minute can choose anything. Well, to stop me, it was about an order, it was just work. When he called to tell me about an order, it was just work. About an order. I don't know if this apron is related to anything. It has poison in it, but we don't know who it belongs to, so... Blonde man, hair man is shouting. Hmm. Leave the kitchen for any other reason. Well, you did leave the kitchen because you heard shouting, right? No? That's wrong. Nope. Ah. What's the key clue here? How did you meet Mr. Kawano? On the way to the bathroom, calm you stopped. It was one or it was just work. We talked. We talked about sort of not say much myself, there wasn't much of note. When was this again? After he argued with Masakage? Was this all before the editor met with Natsukage? Actually, I was thinking of the timeline, but what is this? This is kind of difficult, actually. I can't think of what we're trying to squeeze out of this nervous man. Other than the bathroom, no, nothing but that. I can only assume he's lying about that. Maybe... So, do we connect this clue with him? I feel that's a bit too forward. I don't know, that's assuming a lot. But, I guess I'll try? Nope, okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe I'm just... That's, too much of a stretch, I think. Not good for anything else but the bathroom. Can I... Is there a way to... Is there a contradiction anywhere? He left a few times after all the commotion in the hall occurred, but he could just say he left for the bathroom every time. They're not liberated, work hands, I think I tried that already, the testimony here where he saw the shouting, he did leave, I guess, for the shouting, but maybe he just heard it. I don't know, I have no idea. Did I try this already? I'll just to make sure, for my own, well, for me to make sure anyway. Okay, that's wrong. Alright, it's not correct. So I think it's probably another topic I'm supposed to present on. Or am I supposed to? Because I'm using this option. Wait a sec, as in like to point out a contradiction. Maybe there isn't a contradiction. I'm not sure. Ugh. It's kind of a conundrum here. Also, you went, I don't know, Lisa's room. I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. Do I present here, maybe? No, because I'm thinking to probe deeper to why he had the conversation, but probably not. That's not it. Oh wait a minute, he called me stuff. It was about me, or it was just work. That's what he was talking. What we talked about. You talk about dinner, and I'm like I said myself, nothing much of note. Do not talk about anything else at all. Can we even prove anything else? Was it you who was shouting? Actually, who was the victim? The victim, we don't know. Was he blue-haired and blonde? Was he blonde? And Natsukage was blue? I don't know. What about this? Nope. Okay, Nanase's hint was to probe him, right? And that's what I've been doing. Asking for more, and then it gets more. There's a pen where he pens a statement to each of his sentences. About order. Here's what I was saying to myself. It wasn't really to note. Whew, man, this has me stumped. Actually, I have no idea. What are we trying to prove? If we're trying to prove he's the culprit, we're trying to prove that I don't know. Actually, I don't know. What are we trying to prove? That he somehow poisoned the doorknob, maybe? Then again, that's assuming a lot. And is he even the culprit? I don't know. Is that on the doorknob? There's nothing related to that, I think. He never mentions anything about doorknob or anything. Going to the victim's room. I was thinking maybe the ring? What are you talking? That's my original thought. Like, how did he know about the ring? He said he saw the editor wearing the ring, but through the ring, right? Oh, okay. That was the clue I was supposed to click on. I thought you can use the actual ring itself as the clue to prove that he shouldn't know about the ring, but actually it was the other clue about throwing the objects that included the ring that you were supposed to use. Alright. You first met Mr. Kawano after his outburst, because he called you over. That's what you said. That's right. Well, that's strange. In that case, you shouldn't have been able to see Mr. Kawano's ring. Because when he was fighting with Natsukage, he took it off and threw it at him. Ah. Can you explain? Yes, it was on. I was on the floor. Yes, I was just a little confused. Really? Yes. The ring was on the floor. The ring was on the floor? Yes, technically, but this one was underneath a dresser, so you couldn't have seen it. Indeed, the objects he threw at Natsukage was scattered all around the floor. But the ring was underneath the dresser, so you should have not seen it. Ah! Is there something you'd like to say? No. No. The guy's gone. Isn't that enough? I didn't even bring him the stupid cake. There's tons of people in the kitchen, right? How would I poison in it? Put poison in it. In the kitchen, yes. But this crime would be possible without needing to use the cake. What? On the doorknob. We learned about that. Yes. The poison wasn't in the sponge cake. It was put on the doorknob. It happened. Yes, after his outburst in the hall. The place was crowded with onlookers. It wouldn't take long to apply the poison. I would think it was perfectly feasible. Furthermore, the crime doesn't appear systematic to me. I suspect it was more on impulse. You met Mr. Kawano and something happened. Afterward, you took Miyumi's order. Steadying your resolve, while Mr. Kawano wasn't in his room due to his actions in the hall, you coated the doorknob in poison. But you didn't find the poison on the doorknob, did you? Yes, because it was wiped clean. And how can you know that the doorknob was poisoned and then wiped, huh? Because only Natsukage's prints were found on it. What? On the outside only. I assume he put them there when he found the deceased Mr. Kawano. And if the knob wasn't wiped, it would be odd that we didn't find the prints of at least Mr. Kawano, the room's owner. Then how and why would I wipe it? If I was carrying anything with poison on it, it'd be detected immediately, right? He's bringing it up himself. Well, let's finish this. He wiped the poison with this dirty apron. This. It was thrown into the employee washing machine. An apron. It's the same as the one you're wearing. Faint traces of poison were found on this apron. With just a little more time to scan, We can also find out who wore it. And the apron you're wearing now looks a little clean for someone who's been working non-stop in the kitchen. Do you think you can still talk your way out? You're wrong, wrong! About what? I just did what you said! Ah! And he's fainted. He didn't seem like a timid one. Then why become a killer? Who knows? It does seem like it was on impulse, as he said. When it comes to impulses, it's possible people might just do anything. Later, after Yo woke up, we talked with him. Long ago, a close friend of his went through hell being subjected to one of Mr. Kawano's interviews. His friend was still traumatized by it even now, something Yo always worried about. When he came to Mr. Kawano's room for an earlier order, Kawano told him the story about his friend with a laugh, and his emotions were shaken, he said. The rest was largely as I predicted. It was a crime out of emotion, I guess. So it's over. Well done. Now, your advice helped tremendously, Nanase. I can see I'm still inexperienced. You are maturing though. You're only going to get better. Please, don't compliment me at random. You'll give me a reason to be conceited. Can't I be as nice as your dad is mean? You've been looking sort of dissatisfied. And you look like you know it all, Nanase. Oh, I just know things I don't know. Maybe it's the same malaise you're feeling, Misane-chan. Certainly, Yo is the one who poisoned Kawano, but would someone as cowardly as him come up with such a method out of the blue? I wonder. And the poison used to kill him too. Where did he obtain it? I'd say there's a long way to go yet. There was someone who ordered Yo to do it. I guess I can say goodbye to having a relaxing cruise. Maybe it would have been better to go by plane. With you there, Nanase, something would happen even on the airplane, I'm sure. It might. But it could be that serial killer, you know. Never interfering themselves, having others do crimes, and laughing from the shadows. Do you think so? Crafty, aren't they? The people who actually do the murders either have no memory of the person or can't speak, so can't learn anything. The culprit must delight in watching people kill people. That's a most unpardonable act. Unpardonable act. We must catch them. Yes. But we must also take a breather. A breather? Let's go to the pool. We will not. Aren't you feeling hot? I'm not. Surely you want to go for a swim now, Misane-chan. I definitely do not. Let's swim! That last one was far too heavy-handed. Don't earnestly plan your next move, please. Once things calm down and we reach our destination, we'll go swimming somewhere or another. The beach would be nice. Would it now? I want to have a barbecue. You're not gonna swim? Pardon me, Misane. Now that's done. Now that's done. Now what? How you say that? Now that's done. Anyway, I need the material. You! What are you doing in Misane's room? Ah! Step away. Don't get within a 5-meter radius of Misane. No, don't even get her in line of sight. You're energetic today, Dad. And do not call me Dad. It would seem just being with Nanase makes trouble all the more likely to break out. But it's not such a bad future. Alright, is this the credits? The cast? Well, we learned about the cast. At least for this chapter, I guess. Oh, and I guess that's it. That was the bonus chapter. And I guess that's all there is to do here in this game. So yeah, that was interesting. I guess what do I say now? Well, it was a great game. Very enjoyable, very unique. I like the mystery. I like the game mechanics of solving mysteries. You know, I always like these types of games. You know, it's like a mystery novel where you kind of like go through the fiction and try to figure out things on your own and try to like speculate what's going on, and this is it in like game form, you know, these types of games anyway. And I really like those types of games. And I guess what's unique about this game is it's pretty cute actually. Well, for the most part anyway. Sometimes it gets a little dark, but mostly it was cute. And I really liked how in the end there was like this bonus chapter where we did sort of like a traditional like investigation detective style mystery, right? For most of the game we were trying to like, well, make friends, but also like, you know, track down who the hackers were and why are they trying to ruin the world and all that sort of thing, and which was unique in itself. But I also wanted a more traditional kind of mystery to solve and a kind of like a whodunit sort of thing, and that's what we've been treated to for the bonus chapter, and that was great. I liked it, and there was more to do actually, or more mysteries to solve, right? Because we learned that while Yo was the culprit, well, we didn't learn who the mastermind is, and I don't think there's anything else in this game to do to find out, so maybe in the sequel? Who knows, maybe in the sequel there'll be something, or maybe that was just a one-off kind of story that the developer gave us. Who knows? I don't know. I actually don't know. So, but I've enjoyed this game. And I guess that was 1bitHeart. Until next time, see you then.